you getting a lot of businesses asking about AI and wanting to get involved with it? And equally, if they are, I mean, how can businesses future-proof themselves against competitors that are already adopting AI and moving forward with it? How can they protect themselves from that?
Yeah, so we're actually not getting a ton of people who are asking about AI directly, but we find that indirectly they are, because AI, I think, ultimately is a lot simpler than a lot of people think. People picture, Haley Joel Osment, talking to a teddy bear that, it has to pass a Turing test to be AI, when really it's just any form of, intelligence that is helpful to business practices, can be considered AI. So a lot of what our callers are asking for sort of is AI, and they just don't realize it. And so, and I can get into that, but in terms of the future proofing, really the thing that we're recommending is that they just start using right now getting into AI what they already have in their CRM tools, that they already have aspects of AI within those tools, and that they need to be using their CRM to the fullest. This goes back to what you were saying about getting distracted by, the shiny bells and whistles, and that they need to be, if they are paying for those bells and whistles, use those bells and whistles. And a lot of those bells and whistles are AI, that they are tools that are giving them the ability to transform their business already. And so really the best way to future-proof against your competitors is to assume that your competitors are going to go all in, that they're going to adopt AI to the fullest, and that you need to be able to do whatever you can within your resources to stay competitive in that. So to use the AI that's currently available to you, start implementing features now that you can afford and that you can work within your business practices, and really get a leg up on the competition by the time AI is transforming business, and by the time it is taking over, I believe that Gartner predicts somewhere around 80% of AI or of customer service contacts in the future will be handled in part by AI. You need to be using AI now so that doesn't come as a whole shock to your corporate culture and your system when it does become much more widespread.
So, in your experience, do you have any examples of how artificial intelligence is already transforming businesses?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one major thing for CRM, especially, which is one of the markets that I cover, CRM and sales and marketing, is just next best actions. A lot of people don't think of it like that, but a system that is able to root through your call log, your notes from a phone call, or your emails back and forth with a customer or client, and then say, hey, here's the next thing that you should do. That is a form of artificial intelligence, and it's an extremely useful one, and it's one that is kind of vital to, I think, a lot of sales today, is the ability to take what the specifics of a conversation with a client, apply it to data that you have both about that client and about the statistical likelihood of different clients in different periods, what their next steps tend to be, so that you can get that insight as to how you should contact them, when you should contact them, what the next best thing you should use to contact them is. Another realm that we really see AI taking over is in customer service, especially in the form of chatbots. I was actually on a website just this morning, and it popped up saying, "Hi, I'm a chatbot and I'm happy to help you." That it wasn't even trying to pretend to be a person anymore. It was just explicit saying, "This is a chatbot. I have all of the resources that you need. How can I help you? Feel free to just talk in natural language." So that's a realm where it is really beginning to flower and kind of take over. Is those the first point of contact will be with some form of AI that will then eventually, probably, if it can't solve your problem, will route you to a person on the other end, whether that's on the phone or chat or an email response. But that will be your first point of contact. And then a third big use of AI, and this one is, I think, sort of more on the cusp and starting to break through, is kind of AI personal assistants. And these aren't in every sales or CRM system that we see, but are in some of the newer ones and some of the ones that are more AI focused. But they are basically where you can you'll have the company will have a general email address that they can send questions to, and you can write questions in kind of natural language as you would to a real life assistant. about, have questions regarding a client's likelihood to convert, or questions about, what the next step is for these, several deals that you have going. And then it will email you back with all of that data. So it's a way to really access data in a more natural and fluent way through your email system, rather than having to kind of trawl through a database. And so that one I think will be a major change that's sort of more, it's not quite, taking over just yet, but that will be within, 5 to 10 years or so. I think those kind of AI assistants will be an essential part of a lot of sales and marketing teams.